Okay, now we're doing Pisces, y'all. What's up in the dub? How is life treating you, Pisces? Let's see what comes out for Pisces. What's going down with Pisces? Let's see your energy that's out. What's the energy out for Pisces right now? What's going on with Pisces and energy? Pisces, let's get some cards here for the week. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, and thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate all of you, my newcomers too. It says you can't go back to yesterday. You know, you're going to have to be in the present. Somebody 44. You can't go back to yesterday. It says follow the right rabbit. Somebody with 3. They said someone followed the right rabbit to, they were following follow the tracks, and they was trying to paint the fences red and covering up the errors. 27. Someone was trying to go back and cover up the errors that they were doing. Because somebody may be pregnant allegedly, and they was trying to cover up the errors that they were doing. But the clock is ticking, and then time is running out. 14. So somebody was trying to cover up the errors and stuff allegedly. So that's what somebody's been trying to do. You can't go back to yesterday, what you done yesterday. Okay, you can't do that. Okay, you can't go back to what you done. Okay, what else we need to know here for Pisces? Pisces, what else is in Pisces energy here? Allegedly. Don't get personal with it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna pull on this one. Okay, what's going on with Pisces wanting to go back to can't go back to yesterday? What's going down with Pisces with can't go back to yesterday? Give me some. You can't go back to yesterday, Pisces. What's this? Pisces can't go back to yesterday. What you want to say? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. And watch over me, Archangel Michael, as I do this. It says locked up for a crime. Someone may be getting locked up for a crime because you can't go back and change what you done with this karmic dad. You know, they can't go change what they done with this karmic dad, what somebody done in the past. And they needed to stop doing drugs, allegedly. They can't go back and change that. You know, they in stolen money in a real estate. You're going to get jail time for that. Because somebody was stealing money in a real estate. And they were stealing from a real estate. And somebody may have passed away too, allegedly. Somebody's getting locked up. What's this crime that they did? Is what I'm hearing. What's this crime that you did? Real estate, and what else about? What else did this crime? Okay, and you sacrificed it, a karma. You sacrificed it, somebody's karmic dad. So somebody's gonna get locked up for that, sacrificing someone. So who sacrificed? Someone sacrificed someone. They gave them chariot. They sent them near. They sacrificed somebody. They did this near the water. Somebody could, be near water. They sacrificed somebody. They sacrificed a karmic dad. And they did it for the crime of passion. So I have all these bodies that they've already done. So somebody's already sacrificed a lot of people. Why they were sacrificing people? So there's imprisonment coming, and then there's a burial. It's because you're getting locked up for all these burials that you've done. So somebody either going to spiritual jail, or they're getting locked up one way or another because of all these burials over real estate that they were taking out people, and they were doing all these souls. They were sacrificing people. You see them hands at the top, up here at the top, all these hands. So there's a Pisces allegedly that was sacrificing souls. Who was you sacrificing souls to, Pisces? Who was you sacrificing these souls to? Who was you sacrificing souls to? And you was doing fraud on people too. And who was you sacrificing these souls to? And you was accomplice to the crime. You was doing drug and poisoning to get gifts from people next to the beach. You was doing this. And then throwing bodies and throwing stuff in the landfill, bodies on the inside. And this is social media. You want to run away from it now because you know who was you working for? Who was you working for that was part of it with you, Pisces? Who was you working for? Let's see if it comes out. You feel trapped now by the person that you work for in this organization. So you feel trapped in the organization because you were mind controlled to do this and cause homicides. You were causing homicides, and then you lied about it. You was telling lies to this caregiver. You was telling a lot of lies to the caregiver about what you was doing, which was a celebrity it was doing a celebrity in the neighborhood, and you got on the road with. So you got on road with a celebrity, and you was doing this with a celebrity allegedly. Why would you? So y'all was in an organization doing this, and y'all did a lot of traveling to take people out. You was going around the globe, and you were doing this. You was doing this. Okay, I can't make it up. You was causing these. You was causing this in this or for this cult. You was going around taking people out for the cult. And that's what you was doing. And you was also setting fires to some debts that you had. And that's a top secret. You know, there was a couple involved in this too. And y'all, there was somebody having an affair with this couple. So y'all might have been sleeping with a couple, and this couple was meeting about an accident they was trying to cause for greed. And they were surveilling this person in the secret society in the wooded area, this male. You know, outer space. They wanted to go outer space for life insurance, but they got legal procedures because they got in their ego, and they did too much because they were jealous, and they was with a serial killer making natural disasters. Now they want to clean this up. You know, somebody wants to clean this up. That's why you mad, because you can't go back to yesterday because you was doing too much. What else is going on here? Give me some more here. What else do I need to tell people about this? What else is going on with this Pisces? So this Pisces was in a cult causing deaths to people allegedly. Trigger warning, this is allegedly. Don't make this your story. And so there was teenagers fighting over money. You know, they were fighting over money. Money was the rule of all evil, and it is when you get like that. Something about somebody married this person too. They were married to this person. It says, pure love is a willingness to give without a thought of receiving anything in return. That's pure love. Okay, you need to know that. Somebody has the witch hat on, and they had powers. Somebody had witch hat and they had powers allegedly. Someone here, Aquarius in the past, they didn't know this person had powers. There's someone that was lucky with the color yellow. Somebody for 10 years, they was doing stuff around doing moon magic on people. They've been doing magic and rituals being done on people for 10 years. This person was doing this for 10 years. And they says, why me really? You are crazy as hell. Somebody says, why me really? Because you was doing all this witchy stuff for 10 years. You've been doing this on people for a long time. Who is this person's name or anything you want to say? Anybody you want to say this person's name? Can you give me a name for this person that was doing this allegedly? Can you give me a name allegedly? They might give me one. Okay, somebody was a narcissism. So somebody has psychological problems, trigger warning, and that's a problem in people. So this person was a narcissism. Somebody named Calvin could have been part of that allegedly. They about to ask for a place to stay, and somebody said, hell no. They were part of that too, organization. That was about to ask for a place to stay. You know, somebody was worried about getting 20 years in jail. There's someone was sleeping with their own niece behind somebody's back. Somebody was sleeping with their own niece allegedly. Somebody with an E in their name or somewhere in the name back in July. Somebody had an STD. The family the family friend took somebody to court. Sickness is coming for all, and the police is coming in the situation allegedly because of they tried to take out a mother. They wanted this mother to be killed and chopped up allegedly. So the police is all on this. Family went crazy as hell. They getting caught for stolen property and stuff. They wanted to be prosperous, so they were stealing. Somebody named Haley. Allegedly, something about Haley allegedly, and somebody's song lyrics was on fire. Somebody needed to have faith. This person is very emotional, man or woman. This person was stealing and not paying the mother, fathers, and people back in February. This is allegedly. I don't know who this is, so don't make nothing of it. This could be anybody. This is allegedly. Somebody was doing this. Like, share, and subscribe.